Sorry I couldn't make it today due to the lack of staff. I really would have appreciated to be here for this release today. Would be over the moon, but regretfully, I can't be there today. I hope everyone's having a good time. Um, so what started me to do these children's books in the first place was I didn't feel like we were being there was no true representation of what we as a family live with. And the first book acknowledges that and talks about that in a much child friendly, simpler light of these children who have infantile Pompe disease and can still live a normal life, as well as they have siblings who may have a sibling who has infantile Pompe disease to give them the sense of they're not alone is what I want to give back for these children in these books that correctly represents children with Pompe. And the movement I'm trying to do is to raise not only just awareness but also educationally the understanding of the medical equipment and understanding that your life doesn't end here. You can still live a good normal life, and that's what this story represents, and also shows the child friendly the meanings and the uses of the medical equipment like the tracheostomy, because there's not a lot of books out there that have children who have tracheostomies. And I feel like from my experience as a mother, I've had people walk past my son and stare and quite intimidated by it. And there was a child who approached me one day and was like, "What's that for?" And the parent was quite shocked by it and was like, "Don't, that's rude. Don't ask that question." And I was happy to. I want to be able to go, "Yeah, no, that's really good." I want people to understand more about children, because if we don't talk about it and we don't raise awareness, when the awareness isn't going to get spoken about. So that was my push, because there was a few things that was just pushed me to the point of we need to do a children's book. We need to treat and give that normality for siblings, because my daughter was also upset to the sense of, why is my friend's brother in school able to walk and not disabled like my brother? And that really got to me at that point. I'm like, we need to have those normal conversations. And again, when my son was diagnosed in 2014, there was nothing out there. There's nothing out there to go, it's going to be okay. And you know there are things out there, and there's a community, there's that sense of you know support. And I want this book to give that kind of like reassurance that it's going to be okay. You will still live a normal life as best as you can. And as much as there are very testing times for us parents and children with Pompe and siblings living with their siblings with Pompe, that we can still live a normal life and do the best with what we have with our lives. And I just that was my main focus of the first one. And because it did so well and we got such a really good positive feedback from this first one, we've now done and released a brand new second book that's released today, and it explores the different strains of Pompe disease with children, because some children are, again, I don't want to alienate any other child, because everyone's different. So an infantile child will have a tracheostomy, some won't have a tracheostomy, some will be having a gastro, some won't need a gastro. It's all those varieties and all of those, you still have infantile Pompe disease, but it's all these different strains. And again, it's inclusive. I want to be more inclusive with all the children with this illness and raise the awareness again with Pompe. And this book is very inclusive with these children who have Pompe disease, but different strains of it, different effects, but they all are still affected by it, and that will all work as one, as a community. And the book also describes on the process in a child friendly way, in a very fun, playful way of what the enzymes does, what the treatment's like, because every day in our day and day life, our children are having weekly or 2 weekly treatments. And it'd be nice and informative for our children to read a book that simplifies and explains that in a more fun, playful manner in a storybook. And I think more conversations is needed to be had, and in a positive way. And that's why I've written and illustrated these books. And I really hope it helps everyone out there and it inspires people that hope. There's hope. Keep going, and again, not to forget these children and what they are going through or have gone through. And it means a lot around the world. It's not just the UK, it's around the world of all these children that are fighting this, and siblings that are also experiencing this, and families that are affected by this. And positive, just positive. And really, I'm grateful that I've had this opportunity to speak on behalf of this book being published. I really hope it helps everyone or anyone out there that needs that support, and that they're not alone. And that's the main thing of this, is you're not alone. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely day. Thanks. Bye.